Welcome back to Intables, everyone. So I'm going to go with you guys in the S&P 500. Again, this is the SPY. We are leading into a very important CPI inflation report coming out tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We are expected to have an 8.8 increase in CPI. That is our expectation. If we have an increase in CPI above that expectation, then we could have a major sell-off in the market. So we're going to definitely be careful. Our recent CPI was at 8.6. Two CPIs before that was at 8.5. So we had an increase in CPI after having a decrease in CPI 1 month before our recent CPI. So we are expecting an increase in CPI. And again, Jean-Pierre mentioning yesterday that we are expected to have an elevated increase in CPI coming in this Wednesday. So we're going to definitely be careful. I'm going to go over exactly which levels we're looking for here. What exactly are we expecting leading into CPI? Now, before we jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button. And if you do not want to miss any of our market updates or our potential breakouts that I mentioned throughout the week, hit subscribe. And if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for intraday perspective breakouts all throughout the week, go to instables.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. Now, there was multiple leaked CPIs that came out today that were not confirmed. Again, these are not confirmed leaked CPIs. So I just want you guys to realize that a lot of CPIs came out leaked today at 10.2. That doesn't mean that it can't happen. It doesn't mean that we can't hit 10.2 or higher or below that. But one thing I will say is that these leaked CPIs were not confirmed. So I definitely would be careful with that data. But we are expected to have that increase in CPI because, again, Jean-Pierre just mentioned yesterday that we were going to have an increase in CPI leading into this Wednesday. So I'm sure a lot of these unconfirmed CPIs were definitely predicated on the fact that we already expect CPI to be an increase in CPI based on the data that we already have and that Jean-Pierre has been saying since yesterday. So our question from here is, what exactly are we expecting leading into CPI? Well, as you guys can see on the MACD, we do have a decrease in buy pressure to the upside. Again, we did mention if we did get a white shaded line coming in on Monday, then we could have that decrease in buy pressure to the upside. And again, we did get that yesterday. And as you guys can see, sure enough, we did get that continuation on a decrease in momentum to the upside, as we are, of course, anticipating CPI to be an increase. So again, of course, we're going to have that decrease in buy pressure to the upside. As you guys can see, we have our EMA lines that are crossing up still here. So we are looking to see if we can get our EMA lines to cross above the median of our MACD to see if we can continue on with pressure. Again, this is the median of our MACD to see if we can continue on with pressure to the upside. But as you guys can see, we still are below the median of our MACD. We are going to be careful because if we do get a continuation on a decrease in buy pressure and we do start to get an increase in sell pressure, then we could have a possible cross here on our EMA lines again before we do continue on higher above the median of our MACD. So we're going to be careful, make sure we do continue on higher and make sure that we do get confirmation on that continuation on higher on pressure. Now, again, we are leading into expected increases in CPI. So in my opinion, we want to be looking at our relative strength. As you guys can see, we are getting that rejection on the median of our MACD. We did not continue on past it for that possible continuation on above that rejection that we had just breaking over our median of our MACD previously when we got our bullish divergence. So we are still looking for that continuation above the median of our MACD and then to continue on above the recent rejection that we had when we got our bullish divergence here for that bounce that we had. So we're going to be looking for that possible continuation on higher if we do break above the median of our MACD and then we do continue on above that rejection. Now, since we did continue on lower going to extended hours, a lot of people are asking what exactly would be that key level to continue on lower from. And if we are following our volume profile, again, this is our VPVR showing us the most amount of volume that was traded within this time period. As you guys can see, we have a very key level here at 375 that we did have a doji candle, an indecisive candle that we did have a bounce from. So I would be looking to see if we do get our body of our candle to break below 275. And then we do have our lows of the year here at 362. So that level I'll be looking for here is at 375. And then if we do continue on below 375, we would be looking for that continuation again below lows of the year at 362. And again, we very much are expecting an increase in CPI, so we are going to definitely be careful. Now, jumping into compression and decompression, as you guys can see on our Bollinger Bands, again, we did mention yesterday that we did have the upper end of our Bollinger Band pointing down and the lower end of our Bollinger Band pointing up, showing us that indecisiveness. As you guys can see, we did not flush below our 20-day moving average. We did hold above it for that possible respect to continue on higher if we happen to get a decrease in CPI. But again, very much coming down to test the 20-day moving average to see if we do flush below it, as we may get that increase in CPI as we are expected to. So again, we will see exactly how this plays out tomorrow, how exactly we do hold. If we do hold lows of the year after having an increase in CPI, that would be pretty bullish. However, we want to see exactly how much of an increase in CPI we do get it. Now, in my opinion, if we do get an increase in CPI above 9.0, in my opinion, we would get a major continuation on lower. We would have to be very careful. If our CPI comes out at 10.2, which was our unconfirmed leaked CPI today, then we would have a major sell-off in the market. I definitely would just be careful going into tomorrow. So we'll see exactly what CPI numbers come out tomorrow as. And again, just continuing to stay patient, take what the market gives us as we always do in the Instabulls room. And again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts within the same day, for example, this morning, a very nice, easy breakout in my opinion with 𝐔𝐩𝐝 from pre-market news that we mentioned in the Instabulls room today. Go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you Instabulls that come over every single day and support the channel, I appreciate it when you guys. We're going to continue to go at it. Stay patient. We'll see what CPI says tomorrow. Again, if we do continue on lower, tons of opportunity coming. I can't wait for it to come if it does. And if it doesn't, then we'll have opportunity on confirmation on the way back up, and we'll have tons of intraday plays. But again, like I said, I'm totally just been ready for this continuation on lower. If you guys have been watching my videos, then you guys definitely know that I've been waiting for this continuation on lower if it does happen, because we've been talking about since way back in the 440s that we were going to continue on lower. So now we have been holding our cash, looking for that opportunity to come, and we will not miss out on that opportunity when it does confirm. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.